Tuesday, 18th of October 2011, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Krones car park in Hartingerstrasse. 3 fermentation tanks for a major brewery are being loaded onto flatbed trucks. Between 10 and 11 tonight, they're going to be transported to Regensburg's West Harbour, and from there to their final destination, Nigeria. Primary responsibility for the entire project lies with the on-site operations department at Krones Steinecker plant.
Die Tanks sind jetzt hier gebaut worden und werden heute verladen.
The tanks were built here in Neutraubling and are being loaded today. First, they're taken to Regensburg Harbour, then barged to Antwerp and from there shipped to Nigeria.
Also der komplette Tank ist eigentlich in Folie eingepackt. Die Verkleidungsbleche der Tanks, die man hier so sieht als grauen Mantel.
Each of the tanks has been completely wrapped in film. The tank's casing surfaces, meaning their grey sheaths, have likewise been covered in film, as have all the other open components, so as to protect them against the salty sea air. The bright steel components have been given a double paint coat.
Das heißt, sie müssten eigentlich Spezialisten dann hinschicken, um den Tank zu reparieren, was wir vermeiden wollen.
Krones' delivery to the client comprises 11 tanks in all, including fermentation, storage and buffer tanks. The order, which this consignment is a part of, is for a greenfield project, meaning the erection of an entirely new brewery. Normally, tanks like these are manufactured locally.
Also der Bau der eigentlichen Brauerei in Nigeria wird ungefähr 8 bis 9 Monate dauern.
The construction of this brewery will take about 8 to 9 months. At peak times, 170 of our staff will be working there. When the tanks arrive, they will first of all have to be erected. In this way, they're best protected against damage. This is followed by installing the requisite piping, and last but not least by commissioning.
Die Tanks verrohrt entsprechend, Produktleitungen, Kältemittelleitungen und dann in Betrieb genommen.
The overall length, including flatbed truck, of each tank transport is 32 meters, and each weighs 15 tons. That's quite a handsome piece of freight, and way more than just technology, pure and simple.
Es ist so, dass wir die Tanks natürlich als Produkt seit ungefähr
We've been building tanks like these for 3.5 years now, and have meanwhile also produced them on the spot around the globe. For example, in Brazil, in Tanzania, and in Mozambique. Even when it's basically standard procedure, we put our best efforts and commitment into each and every tank.
In about 7 hours from now, between 10 and 11 tonight, depending on the traffic situation and approval by the police, the transport is scheduled to go to Regensburg's West Harbour. Since each trailer truck measures 32 meters overall, the routing to Regensburg Harbour offers some impressive logistical challenges along the way.
Und diese ersten Kilometer haben schon in sich, denn wir fahren fast quer.
Just the first few kilometers are ready to rock the flatbed trucks. You see, the trucks have to go right across the city. It's impossible for them to use 2 underpasses, which means they go past some of the city's central squares and cannot take the direct route to the West Harbour. Once the trucks have arrived there, the tanks are loaded onto a barge, which will travel along the Main-Danube Canal to Antwerp. It's then that the client will take over, and the tanks will be loaded onto a sea-going vessel destined for Nigeria.
Afrika, also hier in dem Fall in Nigeria, transportiert wird.
At around 11:15, the big moment has come. The convoy, taking the 3 fermentation tanks to Regensburg's West Harbour, starts moving out of the car park and onto the B8 main road from Neutraubling to Regensburg. About 40 minutes later, it can be seen appearing on Straubingerstrasse, near the city's eastern ring road. The narrow spot with the underpass cannot be negotiated, which is why the eastern ring road has been temporarily closed for all other traffic. This enables the flatbed trucks to continue their journey on the wrong side of the B15 main road. 20 short minutes later, the convoy continues through the inner city, first along Landshutterstrasse, and then, due to another narrow spot, along Footmeierstrasse, right into the heart of the city. And this is where today the late film in the neighbouring cinema is up against some tough competition. The journey across Gaggenberg Brücke Bridge also goes according to plan. Just a few more kilometres, and the first destination, the West Harbour, will have been reached. It has taken the tanks 1 hour and 30 minutes to get there safely. In the harbour, they're briefly put into intermediate storage, after which they're loaded onto a barge. Monday, 24th of October 2011, at 7 o'clock in the morning. Regensburg's West Harbour is already very busy. The 3 fermentation tanks are ready and waiting, and the barge is getting into position. Just 15 minutes later, the tank loading operation begins. It takes a mere 45 minutes in all. It's from here, Regensburg's West Harbour, that the tanks embark on their journey to Antwerp, where they'll be reloaded onto a seagoing vessel which will take them to Nigeria. They will negotiate the last 400 kilometers of their long journey along country roads to the new Greenfield Brewery.